Hey, just here with sometimes on Bandwire, Livewire, with Caligula.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, first question that I'm sure everybody wants to know. Where did the name come from and what does it mean?
Tim.
History class.
History class. You're going to have to explain.
It's after Julius Caesar also went by Caligula, and it was just his crazy lifestyle that I found really intriguing about him sending people to go fight the ocean. He waged war on Poseidon.
Casualties on both sides.
Yep.
What was even better was the waves hit them and they were down.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
All right. Who inspired you to play the instrument that you're currently playing?
Joey Jordison, definitely. That was a big
That's
thing
not
for me.
fair.
Yeah.
You know, gotta represent.
I wasn't good at playing bass,
I gotta
so
say,
I switched to vocals.
That's a good enough answer.
But
it was Shane Blade from Most Sleeper.
Cool.
it's actually, I was in high school, and this kid I used to hang out with all the time, he had a guitar and like a big ass half stack, and he would always play the clean thing. When the first time he hit that distortion pedal, it was like, June! I was just like, I'm doing that.
Very cool.
That caught my attention. Started from there, and that was what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And I started playing bass because really that's the only instrument I could play. And I grew up listening to disco from my parents, so it just, I love playing bass guitar.
Seemed right.
It seemed right.
I feel like you flipped your shit when they were talking about Marvin Gaye and Captain America.
I did. I was excited.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, Keter's gonna love this.
Spoiler alert, there's Marvin Gaye in the new Captain America movie.
Oh.
Funny story.
Shh.
How did you guys all meet?
I
Tim.
worked with Tim, and I've been working with him for 2 years, and he's known Sevy, and Sevy's known Keter for a while.
I got a random message from Tim.
And then I got to go over to your house and just hang out for like
Yeah.
8
Facebook
hours.
told me people I should know. He was on my list.
It worked out.
And I saw him holding a bass, and I'm like, we need a bass player. And then he's like, I play drums. I'm like, even better.
And I got a phone call from Sevy. I was laying in bed and it was blah 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 blah. Call me back. Called him back and he was like, I need a bass player. I was like, okay.
Was it,
Showed up and never left.
Yeah.
Now, have any of you been in any other local bands?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Not me.
Too many.
This is new for me.
Me and Brian were in a band called The Brightest back in, what, 05?
05 and 06, yeah.
And we played a lot then, and we were in a band called Ronk afterwards, and we played a lot then as well.
The Rain Man King. And that's about it.
Chill.
Like I said, you and me.
We Scream War. Brandon Regal, Jonathan Hollinger was doing that for a little bit, and I ended up getting tied in with work and had to quit that, and then I came into this great group of people.
Cool.
I was in
That's awesome.
Third Angel for a long time. That was my first band.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was your first concert ever? Like, even as a child, as an adult,
Oh, wow.
like your first concert?
2008 Mayhem Fest with Slipknot.
Nice. Imagine that.
2000, it was a System of a Down at the Boathouse.
Oh.
God,
Wow,
that makes me feel
dude.
so like young.
Yeah.
I was
That was
7.
a great show.
Fucking
That was a
2001 Warped
great
Tour.
show.
Warped Tour?
I went to Switchfoot. I don't even remember what year. It was a few years ago. It was back when they played at the amphitheater.
I saw a Switchfoot when they were playing at Rock Church before they got big.
Yeah.
And I'm the old guy. It was the 96 tour for Hootie and the Blowfish. Bam! Bam!
Well,
Bam!
you win.
Alright, so I was 2.
I was 3.
Oh, man.
Young Bucks for life, right?
God,
Yeah.
fuck you, Keter.
No, hey, whatever.
Bunch of old dudes and 2 young guys.
Yeah.
And that's the new band name now.
That doesn't sound terrible. Bunch of old dudes and 2 young kids. Let's do this.
Batman and Robin.
Brian's Alfred.
Whatever.
What's your guilty pleasure music? Like, what do you listen to that people just may not?
A lot of rap. Fucking love
Just
rap.
on the way to Rogers, just getting down in the car, just like
Listen to Waka
this much
Flocka
rap.
on the way to Rogers. I'm
Waka
just
Flocka.
getting down.
Oh man,
Oh god.
definitely. I would say Biggie is a guilty pleasure.
Like there was that one Tupac song where it would start off with violence and all you hear is that's the one song I can remember from Tupac. And I hear it all the time thanks to my sister.
There's a lot.
I want to say the Doors. Doors is kind of
Oh,
the thing.
yeah.
You know, People Are Strange is really what got me hooked onto it.
I get a kick out of country during the summer. That's about it.
Yeehaw.
That's the only reason I still love acoustics.
ICP because it's funny.
You're gone, dude. You're
Oh man.
Cut the camera, dude.
Oh, man.
So, Doors that way, right?
Shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Where do you guys hope to be musically together in a year?
Ooh.
Not in Virginia.
Yeah. Out of state. Just
Probably.
Yeah.
making people rage.
Maybe
That's all.
tours up and down the East Coast, West Coast area, hopefully. You know, have a band and
Like
or
to
a
be
band, not a band, have a band. You know, whoops, hello.
I'd like to be at South by Southwest in a year.
That'd be
That
cool.
would be awesome.
Yeah,
Definitely.
That's huge.
Like playing Marva too. That would be nice.
No, that's small fish. South by Southwest would be like life changing.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
There's the goal then.
that's like Download Fest. It's just insane. You know, it's amazing.
Definitely.
Now, I know you guys are currently still kind of new. How long have you been playing shows out for now?
We've only played, what, 2 shows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Two shows. We played their first one. It was, what, March something?
8th, first.
March
So,
8th?
2 months playing shows.
Yeah, it was March
Yeah.
1st, and then our
Yeah, it was
second one was
March
March 22nd.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any music out yet?
No.
No?
We got
Working
YouTube
on it.
videos.
So you got YouTube
Yeah, we
videos?
got a lot of
YouTube.
videos.
Very
That's
cool.
it.
But
Very
that's
cool.
it so far.
You know how that goes. Everything sounds mashed into one on a live video, so.
I think the Shock is video.
I mean, we
Yeah.
look
The
good,
Shock is
but
video
I don't know about the
Rogers,
quality of
like-
the sound.
Yeah, I understand. Oh, what's your favorite place to play? I mean, either as a band or individually, because you guys have been in so many different
I love
bands.
Rogers. I really enjoyed Rogers.
I loved playing at the old warehouse.
This is gonna sound cliche, but the Norva, they've got the best sound. I mean, when you play on stage, that's what you hear.
Yeah.
A lot of places you play, you can't hear anything that you're doing on stage.
Yeah.
The Norva,
Yeah.
it sounds just like it sounds out there. It's perfect.
I'll say Shock is like they've been the only ones that can actually mic up the kit, like so I don't have to use all the mics, and just whenever you get that kick drum, it's just it's chest pounding, you know.
The old Peppermint Beach Club. I remember always Old Peppermint Beach Club was my favorite venue to play.
Got a bad taste in my mouth now.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry,
Whatever.
you're watching it.
That was like the
Wait.
best intimate, just small venue. When the Acacia Strain played, it was just massive amounts of violence. It was crazy. And you were shoulder to shoulder, and it was great. It was a horrible, cheesy bar, but it was awesome to play shows at.
Sometimes those are the best ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, as a band, or maybe even individually, what kind of advice do you have for a new local band trying to break into the scene?
Don't stop trying.
Move
Keep
fast.
Keep
Yeah.
pushing yourself.
Be very dedicated.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
part time.
Don't give
You
up.
have to be dedicated to what you're doing.
It's been 10 years since I first started a band, and we're still doing it
Yeah.
every day. Broke.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears going into
You
this.
definitely don't do it for the money.
You don't do it for the money. You don't do it for the
What,
fame.
what was that? What was that saying? $5,000 a year to a free gig?
Yeah,
Pretty much,
It's
you know?
exactly that. Yeah.
$5,000
You take $5,000 worth of gear
and
and
a
a
$500 car
Yeah.
to a $5 gig.
You're
Yeah.
telling me I still rock a moped? I gotta rent a U-Haul for gigs.
Hey, you people.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit and talk with us. The only other question I have is, you guys have a bunch of songs that you all have that are originals that you've written. Are there any stories, significant stories, that you would want to share, and give the name of the song and maybe what's behind it?
Brian?
There's 2 of them, actually.
Go for both of them. You know?
Do you want to tell the nuts about the story?
doesn't sound bad.
Okay, our song called No Quarters. The original song title was Nuts to Butts, and that's something that Savvy yelled out as soon as we started playing it. And one night, he got hammered, and he starts going around talking about strippers. And he's like, yeah, he's like, dollar bills, 20s, nickels, dimes, but no quarters. And it stuck from there. Just no quarters is what we went with.
That's cool.
Thanks a lot, Drunky.
Yeah, I was trying to be a stripper DJ and it didn't work out. Leave me alone.
Smash was the other song that there's a little story behind, because we had to come back here the day after the show. We played Chakas, which was our first one, and me and Malachi came back here, unloaded everything, and then we're like, well, hey, let's jam the set real quick. So we did that, and then as soon as we stopped, we just kept playing. And we literally wrote the song Smash, I want to say within 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, it went so quick and it came out great.
We wrote it out of nowhere and then remembered it, played it back, and we're like, that's what we're sticking with. I mean, we tweaked it a little bit, but it was just funny. We got back after playing the show, we weren't supposed to practice, wrote a song in 5 minutes, banged it out, and
it hasn't changed since.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Definitely capped us.
Very cool.
The three of us showed up, it was done,
Yeah.
and it has stayed unchanged since. So.
Well, for the most
The
part.
only thing that we added was the very intro.
Yeah,
yeah,
2 seconds.
It was just 2 measures.
yeah.
That's
So
it.
Go Hulk Smash, right?
Yeah.
And that really started us playing, like, I guess,
That was Roger.
heavier riffs.
yeah, and that's what really turned our writing style as well. And now everything we're writing is definitely more technical than what it is the previous set list. So
Yeah.
come May, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Just keep
the shows are
progressing.
gonna be.
That's
crushing
awesome. That's exactly what you want to do, is just continue to grow.
it. For sure,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's cool. That's very cool. All right, well, thanks so much, guys.
Thank
Thanks.
you.